What is up? How are we doing, everyone? This is if you ever want to know what Eric looks like with a clean shave and some long black hair, boom. It's perfect. So
boy howdy.
Boy,
it's been a while.
Mother of God, that's loud in my ears. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for the sub, Exo Squid. So this is Stray Chroma. Welcome back. It's been a minute.
Hey guys. Yeah, it's been like over a year or so, right?
Something like that. I think it was like November of last year.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
But yeah, so Eric is out tonight. Sorry, we've been kind of absent. I was like dead last week. I couldn't talk. That was the big problem. I was like, I can talk for about 20 minutes at a time. And could I make Courtney louder? I absolutely can.
Whoa. Testing the microphone. Testing if my voice is loud enough.
I'll make you louder in Discord as well. So, Starstone, hello. But it was funny because I like couldn't talk for very long, and I was like, I feel like physically well enough to stream, but the whole part of doing a talk show is talking. And then when it came time to do like a build, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to sit there and talk for an hour to 2 hours to chat. And I was like, I can't. I had such a bad cough that I was just hoarse. And after 20, 30 minutes straight of talking, it was like my voice was just completely gone. So, and then Eric, of course, he got sick yesterday. So he was like, hey, do you want to? I was like, nope, we already rescheduled Courtney, and I don't want to do it again. And it's been over a week.
Sick, man, I'm glad that you're doing better.
Thank you. And hello, welcome to all the new people. Jason E2552. And yes, so if Courtney sounds better, let me know. If not, I can try and turn her up just a little bit more, because this is a Stray Chroma. She has an amazing Twitch stream. It was funny. We were talking right before, like December is always such a busy month. And like, I feel like content starts to slip and there are cancellations because busy work, family, holidays, everything is just very like a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's totally relatable. Like, everyone's just busy, I respect it. You got things to do in your own life. And like keyboards is like kind of less important than most things, usually.
Most things. So, quick shout to our awesome sponsors. We have some amazing sponsors and partners. We have Kinetic Labs, Omni-Type Project Keyboards, and Canon Keys, as well as our amazing partner Zap Cables, Type B, Smith & Rune, and 3D Keybs. So let me turn you, talk again.
Hello. Hopefully this is louder.
Your pup is trying to get this. Dude, my dogs are hashtag humping dogs. Yeah, I'm sorry for. Let me try and. He's just, they're crazy right now because we were like busy this afternoon with my wife had her like performance. She teaches choir, and get down. Hey, get down. Sorry. So, but it's just been one of those days where it's like, go. Tuesday's hump day. Exactly. Absolutely. But let's start off with what is on your desk. What are you typing on today?
Oh, all right. So I can't do split backspace. I just can't do it. I tried it. So I had the Bauer 2 on my desk. It is an amazing keyboard. But like, holy, I cannot do split backspace. So I swapped it out for my Switch Couture Alice, and it has DSA. I have push to talk on. Yeah, it has DSA Magic Girl keycaps on it. Round 2 in the light color or light colorway, and then I don't remember the name of the artisan, but it's a Clefairy. I'm like not super into Pokemon, but it was cute, so
There you go.
So that's what I'm typing on. It has KTT Peach switches in it, and it's a stacked acrylic case.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The stacked acrylics, always boss. Always boss. I am typing.
Honestly,
I mean, they are fucking amazing. I'm using my Hive 60 that I built for.
I remember that.
I built for a customer, and then I said, "Hey, if you ever want to sell it, let me know." And like 2 weeks later, he's like, "I'm gonna sell it." And I was like, "All right, dibs." So it's got SA dual shot on it. It has I have the sunflower switches, Palm. They're like the Palm T1s, and I put 69-gram symmetrical springs in there. Absolutely love this. It's a little 60% gasket mounted board. And then I got the plate from Send Cut Send because the only thing I don't like about this board is the ANSI layout. Board forces you into 6.25. Like, it doesn't give you the option for 7U bottom row with ANSI. And I was like, I mean, I guess because ANSI technically is 6.25 bottom row, but like, don't force me. It also had 313 capability, but not
7.
not 7, or maybe it was 3 and 2. I don't know. That plate was weird, but they had a Sangen. The files were open, so I was like, all right, so I'll just order a Sangen one. But that is our keyboards. Our topic. We're going to talk about, so for those who don't know, Stray Chroma is a ID80 fan, like probably the most prominent person I know that is all about the ID80 boards, and boards that not necessarily break the bank whenever you wind up hitting a purchase. And we're going to talk about boards that are, just because they're cheap doesn't mean they're cheaply made. A lot of these boards can outshine like a lot of things. Like it, we see a lot of keyboards nowadays that are very expensive, and while they need to be, because whether it's their A stock is perfection and they have 800 moving parts and it's made of the heaviest, most expensive metals on the planet, some boards don't need to be that expensive, and some boards don't need to be made. I'm kind of primarily talking about that sub $300 range keyboard. So I want to just ask you, what's your experience in, you've built a lot of boards. You recently built a Bauer, where, super high-end board. What's your experience with that kind of difference between using a very nice, very boutique and expensive board versus kind of going for the ID80s?
Well, comparing the ID80s specifically to higher end boards, like, I'll be honest, like, I've been exposed to a lot of better keyboards recently, or like just in the past year, right? Like, I've typed on the Bauer, building a mode 65, typed on the mode 80 since then, the Salvation. Like, there's just like so many different keyboards that have passed through, my stream that have kind of given me more insights to what value you get for your money. And I think that, like, my observation of that over time is just that, like, as I experience new keyboards, my taste becomes more particular. Like, I have more specificity that I look for, right? And then high-end keyboards, like, they cater to, like, a certain, like, each keyboard has its own characteristic. And for the enthusiast looking for, like, exactly what they want, like, you're going to be hunting for a keyboard that kind of fits your preference, that whole thing. So I just think that, like, the ID80s and, like, cheaper keyboards, when you're starting out, like, they kind of have a more generic or just like kind of samey feel and sound sometimes, and that's like not necessarily bad because it helps you like through modification and through experience. And often these are hot swaps, so changing different switches, like, you develop, like, they're good tools for developing those preferences that you'll gain over time.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, that's like the true value that comes from, like, budget stuff, because it's like, then if you didn't really value the kind of whole journey of that, then you would kind of just buy something expensive and like not know the difference between what's expensive and good and expensive and bad.
Yeah, it's interesting. You and I both have a handful of keyboards, and I definitely have a mix and match. Now, a lot of my boards are my, like, the Bacchus. I think, 4 of them are. So, and those are a little bit above that price range at the kind of mid 300s, which is still very expensive, but not as expensive as it could be. But what you touch on there is kind of the modification and teaching you. It's like during a build, a lot of the nicer things will cut corners for you, and that's not a bad thing. Like, a board will sound really, really, really good if you build it normally, and if you build versus building $100 board normally, like it won't sound maybe as good as like a Bauer, right? A Bauer to me is one of the best sounding boards out there. And it's like it does a lot of the work for you, where you can take $100 board and make it sound through lots of modifications really, really good. Where a lot of that is kind of like the Windows versus Apple, like Windows and Linux, it's kind of, that takes work, that you have to tweak stuff to make it exactly what you want. But sometimes it doesn't always work right out of the box, where Apple just kind of open, boom, you're good to go. And you are just,
I don't know what happened.
You are becoming the Boca.
Oh, man. Okay, sorry.
There we go. You're good.
Yeah. Like, the one thing you touched on there too is that, like, you mentioned, like, I think before you said like $300 price point, and then now we're talking about the $100 price point, and like, honestly, like the $100 to $200 price point range has gotten like scary good.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many good options. Like, I built the Icky 68 recently. The Keychron Q1 is really decent. There's the GMMK Pro that came before that. That's also pretty inexpensive, and just like, the ID80 still exists, and just like the market for even like stacked acrylic keyboards, like more people are doing that, PCB stacked keyboards, like just affordable options have really exploded over the past year. And like, I don't know, like I feel like you can get better value for your money now too. So there's nothing wrong with just keeping a conservative budget, because like I feel like with all this like creativity and innovation in keyboards, like and the price coming down more, like you shouldn't necessarily be worried about not getting a unique experience because you're not balling out.
Yeah. Yeah, like, so a lot of this came from, I was kind of looking at this board today, and this has kind of grown to be one of my favorites as of recently, but this is, I think this was, I paid what he paid. The seller said, hey, like, I'm just going to sell you at what I paid for it. He's a good friend and did not charge an arm and a leg extra. So this was $300. $300. I did have to bring my own PCB. I don't know if a PCB came with this. I did have to get an extra plate, like I said, from Send Cut Send, so obviously a little bit more, but $300. At the end of the day, it's a $300 board. And I was, it's a 60%. It's a 60% gasket mounted board. So I was like, okay, well, what's my other 60% gasket mounted board? It is a key colt. So in comparison, there's a lot of things that, in my opinion, I'm like, this stands up to the key colt. This throws its punches just as well at half the price, basically. And is the finish as good? No, it isn't. Like, I'll be honest, it's not. A part of the key colt is the fact that you're getting an amazing finish. There's some very sharp edges, although the design of this is kind of has the sharp edges, but it even has the little logo up here. So key colt's got the logo like on the back, and but the other thing too that I was like, this has a proprietary or a non-proprietary PCB, so I can just pop whatever PCB I want to in this. And when I was sitting there thinking, I was like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my key colt. It's a great board. Haven't had it in a while, so shade throwing at Langlandia. If you want to mail me my key colt, that would be lovely.
Home for the holidays.
Yeah, exactly, Alex.
Back home for the holidays.
Our key colt. But although I didn't send him the plate, so it's long story short, he's working on something for it. But But yeah, there's a lot of boards, that I think he will. I told him if he wants to knock yourself out to try and cook steak on it. But I look at a lot of boards, and my tastes have one, they've changed over time, and two, I'm very accustomed to exactly what I want. I like something so much that I had something made to be exactly what I wanted, which is loud, borderline obnoxiously loud, stiff typing experiences. So when I find a board, even if it's cheap, it's like, is it loud? Does it, I don't want it to rattle. I don't want it to be like pingy. Obviously, I think the best sounding board I have right now, in my completely fair and just opinion, is the Bacchus 60 polycarb, because, I wouldn't be biased towards that at all. But, it's polycarb, so it's basically cheating. But there are a lot of boards that I think sound really, really good that are not. Oh shit, my light's falling.
Oh no.
It didn't hit, but my light definitely tilted. My dogs hit the light, and the light just was like, time to start falling. So I'll fix that in a second. But yeah, it was just one of those. It's had me thinking a lot about like, well, how much do I want to spend on a board? Because some boards don't necessarily, like, if a board is $500, $600, and I say this in full well knowing I sold a board for $550. Is there something at $300 that I'm going to like 95% as much? Maybe I don't get a case. Maybe the anodization is not 100% perfect. Maybe the plate is not, maybe the plate has, it's a little bit more rough on the inside. It's not cut as perfectly. Maybe I don't have this incredible unboxing experience. But I guess maybe just because I've had a lot of things, I've experienced a lot of that as keyboard streamers, we can become desensitized to those experiences because we've just done so many. But a lot of that, for me at least, has kind of gone by the wayside, where I'm like, man, just ship it in a fucking box and wrap it in bubble wrap and I'll be happy with the end product. And with the anodization, like I just buy B stocks because those dings and dents and smudges and wear is going to happen. It's very difficult to keep boards completely pristine.
Yeah, let's be honest. Everyone's got dings on their keyboards. Everyone does.
Everyone. It gives it character. In my opinion, it gives it character.
Yeah. I think that, like, I kind of treat my keyboards as like tools. So like, tools that get like roughed up. But like, it's like not intentionally, of course. Like I take care of it as best I can. But scratch here or there, like it doesn't really hurt.
It's a tool, so just take your keyboard, get a nail in the wall, and just. It's heavy. It's a blunt object. You just knock that bad boy right in. Put some character right into the anodization. But
get your value for the brass.
Exactly. So I guess the other board I think of a lot is the Bakaneko. The Bakaneko 60 to me still is one of the best priced keyboards for what you get out of it. I think it sounds a little hollow. There's a little bit of hollowness to it. But at $130 for a case, PCB, and stabs, like, it's really hard to beat.
I actually haven't tried the Bakaneko yet. I've been really, really, really wanting to try it. There's this one like small group buy where like KK Slider from Animal Crossing. There's like a Bach
of course.
KK neck.
Oh,
Bach
that's
KK
awesome.
Slider, Bach KK Neko. And it was like of course it was pink. And I was just like, I really wanted to join that group buy, and I missed out on it. And I've been looking for another cute Bakaneko variant since, and I haven't gotten around to it. But I think that like it's very well reviewed. Like everyone that speaks about the Bakaneko is, oh yeah, like I'm not a fan of the finish, but like aside from that, is like incredible value, and like that's subjective too. Like some people don't like tofus, give or take.
And I think honestly the tofu, in my opinion, still holds up. There's still a lot of boards where I'm like, man, I think I'd probably pick a tofu before I pick this one. Like, and what's cool, Deeds, is you can just get one made. The Baka Neko is completely open source. So like I remember there was a group buy recently, or I don't know if it was a full group buy, if it was just it was a group buy in the sense that there were like 20 people that got together and were like, hey, we're gonna just send this off to a manufacturer where they're actually going to, because it's a printed aluminum case, and they were going to get one cut like in the traditional keyboard. They're going to get one milled out of aluminum. I'd love to see an all brass one. I think that would be really cool to get an all brass milled Baka Neko. But they're like, hey, it's kind of like a premium Baka Neko. I'm like, yeah, it's probably not super duper expensive because the FR4 plate will still work perfectly in all of those, and it'll probably sound a little bit better and still be pretty inexpensive.
I feel like a brass Baka Neko is like an oxymoron.
Which now I need to get it. Where can I get specs? I have a buddy that can do that. Well, I
was looking forward to the Warb.
Know. The Warb?
The weighted O-ring board. It's
variant.
Yeah. I don't know what that project went, but I remember that it was like pretty reasonably priced for like being kind of like a little bit more premium than the regular Baka Neko. I don't remember the price point in particular, but I swear it was like under 300.
Yeah, you have to get. I mean, the only bad part about those is you do have to get like 10 or 15 people. You will learn quickly that a one-off board is 10 times more expensive than the normal price. So you kind of have to get a bunch of people in on it, and then like it's tricky because it's open source. You can't just be like, oh well, screw it. Like I'll just make money off of it. Like, oh, you shouldn't. So that's just a board, in my opinion, though, where I'm like, man, you can do so much with a little. Then don't get me wrong, I don't want to take out the fact that like the Bauer is an amazing board and worth the price. Key Colts are fantastic boards. Everything from Smith and Rune, those boards are basically fucking pristine. I have typed on the J01 and J02 boards. While they are a pain in the ass to build, the J01 Rev 2 is like so much better than the original one, by the way. Like some of the nicest keyboards I have ever put my hands on, and they're amazing and they're expensive as they should be amazing, right? I don't want to deter you from getting some of these nicer boards if that's what you want to spend your money on. But if you're someone that's like, I got to save up 6 months for a $500 board, I'm like, well, maybe save up less and get something that's going to be just as enjoyable. Like a keyboard, you get out of a keyboard what you put into it. And if you put, if you save some money, maybe get some really nice switches because if you got that Iron 180 but you cheaped out on the switches, it's like, well, then you're not getting as full of an experience on it. Whereas, if you decide, oh, I'll get a Baka Neko 60 and I'll put really nice switches in it that I've custom lubed and tuned and spring swapped and everything, you will probably like that more. So, and then especially if you're even early on, like if you do that, then that will teach you how to do that, because then you can start customizing and tuning boards that are of the higher range, and that's where it's like shit explodes.
Yeah, I think that like if you're interested in like long-term enjoyment of the hobby, because like not everyone is, right? But if you're interested in like a long-term enjoyment of the hobby, I definitely think that it's worthwhile to like, look at like what is there that's out there that's not super duper expensive, because I think that like preferences change over time. And what if someone actually does have like a really amazing design that comes out that is like that is inexpensive to manufacture, and you're like pleasantly surprised? Like I think that like having your expectations open is like really fun. Like I think that there's nothing wrong with like not, I don't know, I just feel like when you're constantly trying to chase like the best thing or like the thing that's gonna be perfect, it's always like kind of a less fun or happy journey. Like I'd rather just kind of experience a lot of different keyboards at a lower price, and like is not that they're any less custom than other keyboards either.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah, at the end of the day, if you're building it, it's better than buying something in a box that just comes pre-built. Like it's better than the Corsairs, it's better than the Razors.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it yourself. So but we have talked a lot about some cool keyboards. The next topic is Keebsmas, which you are a part of as well.
Yeah. Keebsmas. I'm streaming on the 23rd for that.
Yes. For those who do not know, 12 Days of Keebsmas, it was last year. It's a really, really cool idea from Keeb Noob, who is a moderator here. And last year was a weird year, right? We had 2020 and then Christmas. You're like, everyone's like, like a lot of people didn't go home, or a lot of people couldn't do what they normally do on Christmas, and my wife and I included. And there was kind of an all-day stream, and it was really nice. It was just a really nice and fun time to just kind of hang out and enjoy it. But there's a lot of giveaways, and they as in Keeb Noob and Jinly Bean, who have been the primary people setting all of this up, have been working nonstop to get this stuff up and running. There's a dozen streamers, and 3D Keebs is kind of the main person behind this. And for those who don't know, a lot of the proceeds for these donations go to Black Girls Code, which is an amazing charity that helps Black women who are very much not as what's the word I'm looking for? The opportunities for them to get into coding is just not there as much as it could be and as much as it should be. And so all these donations are going. There's lots of giveaways. I think there's some auctions as well to be able to help support an amazing cause at an amazing time of the year. So there's a lot of stuff being given away through the event calendar. And you can check this out in our Discord. It's at the top left. It's probably annoying you every day. This event is running. If you click the link, let me change to screen share. And is this still it's gonna freeze you every single time? I think it's gonna freeze you every single time, and that's really annoying.
That's okay. Still here.
Where Scuff Stream? Okay, so at least you get here. We'll get you a better. Do like a goofy pose, and then I'll freeze you in it. Perfect. All right. I love it. So when you go to the Keebsmas website, this is what pops up. Lots of items being given away in the Discord and 3D Keebs, so check that out. We've got twitch.tv/quackers, us, Mechs on Deck, Apiary Keyboards. So the Quackers is on the 20th, us on the 21st, which is a week from today. The 22nd is Apiary Keyboards. The 23rd, Stray Chroma. 24th, so Christmas Eve, is it Jinjin Wong? Or Zinzin Wong? I don't know if I'm saying that incorrectly.
You can call her XX Dubs.
Okay, XX, is that what she goes by?
Yeah.
Okay, XX Dubs. My
She's
apologies. Danny Pop Designs, Switch Doctor, AU, Tangerine, and Keeb Noob. So lots of awesome people. And then there's us on Mechs on Deck. So lots of giveaways happening on the stream. Danny Pop, Switch Doctor, Tangerine, and Keeb Noob are all going to be doing the Christmas Day stream. So I will be out of town. So Mechs on Deck. We had talked about doing being part of the Christmas Day stream, but I will be out of town. So, but if you scroll down, so let's go to Why Black Girls Code. There's a lot of awesome stuff here. A beautiful picture of Danielle of 3D Keebs. Please clip that, and I just want a picture of it saying of a picture of Davis with spicy diarrhea under it. That's amazing. So, and you can read about why she's chosen Black Girls Code. So, but again, here at the bottom, 5% of all net profits will go to Black Girls Code. In the future, I'd like to increase to 10% at some point and partner with nonprofits that focus on unrepresented STEM youth to provide the opportunity. And that's just from 3D Keebs. Obviously, a lot of this stuff, this event is for Black Girls Code. We have tons of giveaways, Hello Caps, ZLPC, Canon Keys, Kinetic Labs, Novel Key, lots of stuff from Novel Keys. Togepi, I think I said Hellbent, The Art of Keys, 808 Keys, Tiny, Kibio, DD Decline, like lots of awesome people. So if you go to the event calendar, so you might wonder what is actually being given away. Spicy Diarrhea, don't say sorry, that was amazing. You can actually see what's all being given away. So I know a lot of people have asked, like, oh, what's actually being given away? So yesterday, through the Discord, Artisans by the Art of Keys and $50 3D Keeps gift card donated by Starfire Penguin. So you just have to join the Discord server. So let me I'm just going to spam this. So go to the event calendar today. What's happening? 108 cream linears from Novel Keys, 130 clear top GAT yellows. Winner's choice will be lubed. So that's pretty awesome. How long is Courtney going to hold that? Do you want to change poses?
No. Well, let me think.
It did.
Yeah, sure.
It kind of did. All right. What pose are you going to do now? My computer's being really dumb and I didn't set it up properly because I don't typically do this. Eric does. So, all right. There it is. Thumbs up. And then tomorrow, 3 Eldritch Spoop Artisans from Streaking Bison. So very cool stuff being given away. Lots of stuff you can kind of go through here. Like on the 20th, Netizen desk mat and 1 Infinity Pastel BBT base and add-on from Mint. 72 cream tactiles from Novel Keys and a Q-Frenzy Rev 4. So
how do you say that?
A Q-Frenzy?
Q-Frenzy?
Q-Frenzy. I only know that
been...
I only know that because of Keep Noob.
Wow, I've been saying it so wrong.
Quefrency.
Wow. No, even worse. I'm embarrassed now.
I love it. So next week, so here's the announcement for us. We will be giving away a Bakaneko. We just talked about it for a long time, so you might be able to get a free one. We'll be giving away next week the Bakaneko 60 with Dark Amber T1 switches, nice PBT Beach Day from Canon Keys. And if you want us to build it for you, we happily will. If you just want to build it yourself, we will also just get it out to you. We are also giving away a Baka 60 polycarb, which, by the way, I have no intention of doing. There are not extras. There are some extras, but I'm not selling them as extras. So the buy happened. I'm not selling extras. So this is one of your slim chances of getting a Baka 60 polycarb because there just aren't that many running around. And then a Hellbent Artisan from Hellbent Artisans. So... very cool. 2 keyboards. Eric and I are kind of talking right now about maybe trying to make the Baka 60 polycarb like a whole thing where it's like cap switches and everything. Because if we can get cap switches, that's 2 keyboards complete. I think we've got caps for the Baka 60. I won't announce it quite yet. We just need some switches to go with it and some stabs and a PCB to all go in it. But the Baka 60 polycarb. So that's 2 keyboards, the Bakaneko and the Baka 60 that you could win on this stream and an Artisan as well. So be sure to come watch us stream 8 p.m. next week. Apiary is giving away a heavy metal keyboard, a black heavy metal 95. Whoa. Yep.
Baka 60, Baka 60, Baka 60, Baka 60, Baka 60.
There it is. Tangerine, thank you for the 50 bits, saying Baka 60 a bunch of times. Taro PBT keycaps from Novel Keys and a Wong box and stand in black from Mac Keyboards, which I definitely love the Mac Wong box. So, and then Stray, what are you giving away?
I am giving away an NK87 Alu bundle with cream tactile switches, and stone PBT keycaps. So that's like one bundle. They're also getting a commissioned artisan from fellow streamer Rock Lena. Lena, she's been really into the artisan game recently. It's like her artisans are like super cute, just like Animal Crossing characters that I really love. Really excited for that one. And also like more just like cream linear switches, just like separate from the bundle. So I actually haven't tried the new cream switches, like the V2 molds or like the tactiles. Have you? I can't hear you.
I muted myself. My computer's doing this dumb thing where if she's not on the it's dumb anyway. But so basically she has to, unless I mouse over this part on the screen, which you can kind of see, she's frozen, or if I bring up the tab, but if I bring up the Discord call, then she covers half of the screen. So, there. So she's just kind of in a state of being frozen. You're not frozen right now, so if you want to throw another pose. Now you're muted. No, I can't hear you.
Oh no, thumbs up for Keepsmith.
There it is.
Here we go. Yeah, really excited for the giveaways. We're gonna have a fun stream. Yeah, I'm really happy to be doing Keepmas again this year because Keepmas last year was really fun and like it was really nice. Like I agree with you that we have like a community come together, nice chill holiday vibes. It was very comforting.
Yeah, absolutely. So that and the NK87 Alu, I might watch that stream and try and win that. That's a dope bundle.
Wait. I don't have it on hand. Just by the way.
Well,
we'll be giving it away, but I won't be building it, unfortunately.
It's a solid bundle, regardless.
Yeah.
So, and then XX Dubs is going to be giving away Stone PBT from Novel Keys, an Artisan by Miss Mango Crafts, and a Design 03 by XXW. Plus 90 Zaku switches. I have no idea what a Zaku switch is, so I'm interested. And then day of... We have a lot of stuff. We have Bad Habit caps from The Shade. This is going to be 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time, so early morning risers. Polycaps Corn, plus a desk mat, Rainbow Blast desk mat, a GMMK Pro. So you can wake up on Christmas Day and go, I didn't get a keyboard for Christmas, and then fucking win a keyboard for Christmas. No rig for Chewy. Shit. All right, well, Dark Chewy, who is totally not me, is going to enter. No, I don't plan on actually entering any of these, by the way. So, although the custom artisan would be nice to win. But we have Milky Way. So the next stream starting at noon Pacific time from Switch Doctor will be the Milky Way Commute Base Kit TX Stabilizer Pack, a sketched desk mat in black, archetype Kolkraba, which is very dope, and a Q-Frenzy kit. Tangerine will be starting at 3 p.m. Pacific time for an NK Alu E-White with creams and a sand PBT. Another sketch desk mat in blue. A Christmas Artisan by 808 Keys, cream tactiles and cream linears, and more PBT. Plus... starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time, Keebnoob will be giving away an NK87 Alu Yellow with Taro PBT and cream tactiles, the all-black bundle from 3D Keeves, which is Ebony Peach 90 times 80 gram U4Ts, Switch Mod Station, and 63.5 Sprit Springs, the Sandy Claws Space Jam by Soda Caps, a tiny artisan, and a bongo cat, which I'm sure 9 million people will show up for. So,
oh my god,
all this stuff you can find here. Just look it up. This is where all the giveaways are happening. There are times, so it'll show. Stream starts 1 p.m. Pacific time. So if you click on any of this stuff again. Like Mechs on Deck, it will be next week, 8 p.m. It will be next. I'll have to fit. The currently incorrect on here is 8 p.m. Central Time, which is 6 p.m. Pacific Time. So, Keeb Noob, if you're listening, the start time on our stream is incorrect. But the normal Mechs on Deck stream next week, we'll be doing lots of cool giveaways. So, for a nice little Christmas-themed episode, and let's go back. Let's bring you back into the picture.
Hello.
You're here. So, artist formerly known as Ukulele Dad. If there isn't, I'm going to be like, I will straight up drive all the way out to where she lives and make her. So, at the Mint Lodica Keycap Fulfillment Center. Ooh, fancy. Jelly Bean, thank you. So, again, next week. And then, so for us, it will be 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Baka Neko 60 with T1 Ambers. A Baka 60 with maybe some more stuff soon. I'll talk to Jelly Bean after stream. Hope I'm not too late for a good time. We are about to... Gnarly Charlie, we are about to wrap up, but we had a good conversation. About cheap keyboards, and then we just went through Keebsmas, which we'll both be doing. So what are you, one more time, when are you streaming for Keebsmas, and what are you giving away?
So I'm streaming on the 23rd for Keebsmas. It'll be at 1 p.m. PST, doing some sort of Christmas themed build, and during that build I'll be giving away an NK87. It's a TKL. It's the aluminum version in black, bundled with switches and keycaps for it. I think it's a stone PBT keycaps and the cream tactiles, all provided by Novel Keys. We're giving away one commissioned artisan from Rocklina, and also more cream switches from Novel Keys as well. So tune in, and we'll be doing like marbles, and you'll have to pray to RNGesus, and we'll have a fun time.
I'll be playing lots of marbles next week. If I win, I won't be accepting any. But I'll be you gotta play at least. You have to enjoy the thrill of the win. Absolutely.
I think that you can pass it on to the next person. That's totally fine. But you have to be part of the chaos.
Exactly.
It's part of what makes it so fun. All these people coming together in one place, all for a chance to win.
Exactly. Beautiful. So I think it's illegal to not play. It is illegal to not play marbles if you're not in chat. Yeah. So real quick, I won't go into a lot of details right now as I'm trying to wrap it up. But OmniType, we are sponsored by some amazing people. OmniType Project Keyboards, Canon Keys, and Kinetic Labs. We are partnering with Zap Cables, Type B, Smith & Root, and 3D Keeps. There are all of the links. One more time, there's the Keepsmas link. If you want more information on that, please hit me up in the Discord. Hit up KeebNoob in the Discord. Join her Discord. Join the 3D Keeps Discord. The events are live posted on the 3D Keeps Discord, KeebNoob's Discord, our Discord, DD Decline's Discord. I'm sure somewhere on Stray Chroma's, they're everywhere. To just do some awesome giveaways. And if you don't win anything, I highly recommend, even if you have $5, donate to a good cause. Mechs on Deck will be making a solid donation day of. Just you gotta make it feel good. The karma needs to be there because you need that RNGesus to at least get the win, and then just give it to the next person. So but don't forget to donate as well to Black Girls Code. It's fantastic. So thank you. And thank you, Stray Chroma, for joining me. Sorry for the delay, the 2-week delay.
No worries. I'm glad to be back. Glad to hear you're doing well. Glad to just chill out with you guys and talk about keyboards. It's comforting. It's nice to know the community is still chill as ever.
Absolutely. And we are. Do you have anyone in particular you would like to raid? Is there someone live?
Who is in the keyboard tag? Let's see. Ooh, I think Tiny Makes Things is on right now.
All right.
She's doing Patment. Can go play marbles there. Practice for Keepmas.
There you go. You got to get ready.
There you go.
You don't want to pop a hammy. You got to stay nice and stretched. So, Courtney, nimble, always. So, Courtney, thank you very much for coming on. We hope to have you sooner back than 1 year. So, and when can we next catch you streaming?
Given I don't have internet issues, I'll be streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST, hopefully trying to build a Mode 65.
Hell yeah. So check that out, Stray Chroma. So thank you very, very much. I'm going to get this raid started. Thank you again, and thank you guys for tuning in. Eric will be here next week, and one of us will be building something this Saturday. I don't know exactly what. So there will be a build this Saturday. Come hell or high water. But thank you guys very much, and enjoy some marbles from Tiny.